Yo, what is up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Today, it's a Jubilee reaction. And what is going on with Jubilee lately? Because I've been looking through their page, seeing what I'm going to react to. And they have a lot of just questionable titles. Like, there's one about some guy who escaped North Korea. And there's a title about pickup artists versus feminists. And then there's just a title that says she's dying. And I'm like, what is going on, Jubilee? What is going on over there? What are y'all up to? Because what's up with these titles? What's up with these thumbnails? The one I was most interested in was who has served the most time. That is what we're going to be watching today. Because what is going on here? I thought maybe it was going to be a video glorifying these kinds of topics, but the comments seem to be pretty positive. I haven't watched the video yet. That's what we're about to do. Yeah, let's just get right into it. Ignore the fact that I sound sick. I already know I sound like I've been sick the past few days, but I'm back and better than ever, except I'm still a little bit sick. But yeah, let's get right into it. Woo!
She
Wait,
look
what
like
did
a
it say?
baby.
Give me 1 second to read, please. They aren't allowed to mention their convictions until the final reveal. Okay, obviously.
So I think she probably did the least time. So I think you should.
Yeah, I would think her too.
Yeah, like you just took your braces off last week.
And then I think he did the most time, in my opinion.
I think so too.
My boss vibes. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I agree.
This guy right here, he's got the corporate fraud look right. He looks like he hasn't done the most horrid acts, but he's definitely fucked hundreds of people over, and hundreds of people in general.
And I would put you in the middle somewhere.
Like you was a second. You've been locked up since you was 12. I don't mean to judge you, but I think you over there, bro. Man.
I feel like I should at least switch with you.
I think she should be at the end. I think she's just trying to trick her spot.
I kind of think you should be at the end. I have a feeling. I'm not sure why. I would switch you two.
I don't know. I don't know.
You're projecting?
Projecting? No, I feel like you just trying to switch her spot.
Maybe.
Yeah, yes, definitely. I would switch you guys. Yes, I would.
I think me and him should switch.
I'll go back over here then. I'll go back over here.
I think we're off by a lot. I mean, we can't really tell.
Oh no, this dude might have done.
What do I think? This Asian guy, he seems like he's very corporate as well. He just didn't wear the suit. You know what I mean? They're not dressed as their profession, so I don't know why that other guy came in a freaking suit, like just to throw us off. What should we call him? American Psycho? Should we call him American Psycho? That's the only thing that's coming to my mind right now. What's his name? Shoot!
What's his name? What's his name? I got nothing on a name. Come on, baby, what's the name? We threw out his name!
Gareth Bale. I mean, Christian Bale. Christian Bale. Alright, so this is how I'm feeling so far. American Psycho is number 1. Asian guy is number 2. 3 is the woman. 4 is Lil Rob. 5 is Tech 9. And 6. But Tech 9 has been real quiet. You know what I mean? And he's got the LA hat on. I don't know. Tech 9 looks like he just pulls up to the cookouts and eats 3 plates and then dips. He look, you know, like he didn't really. Maybe he got into something when he was younger and you know. But I feel like I'm gonna put him last. I'm gonna put Tech 9 last, and the guy who's been like kind of running things, I'm gonna put him second last. Those are my standings. Those are my standings so far.
Got to stretch the way he talking.
This one?
Yeah,
He doesn't give me criminal vibes,
Man,
you know?
on like some
telling
other
you.
mafia type.
Hey, Tech 9. Me and Tech 9.
I don't know what he's hiding underneath that long sleeve.
Exactly.
Right, because they be on their
Roll your
back.
sleeves up.
Most of the
You have
tattoos
no-
on
you
their
have
back.
no
No,
tattoos?
no stereotype, but most of the, Asian culture tattoos be on their back.
I feel like maybe me and her need to switch. Because she talking like she been around.
Probably so. Is that a yard tattoo?
First of all, no.
Did anyone do, was it federal or state time?
State.
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 What about you?
Federal time.
Oh yeah, I know you got to.
White collar. White collar
I
crime.
know you did some time.
American Greed.
How long we been out?
Right. Oh, that's a good question.
14 years.
14, wow.
My daughter's 13, I'm 12, so 12 years.
10 years?
I've been out 2 years.
7.
6.
All right, I want to know what time you guys wake up every morning.
7.
5:30.
6 o'clock.
Between 4:30, 5 o'clock.
You guys are early.
How about you?
At 10 every day.
10 o'clock.
10.
10?
You know what time they wake us up during there, though.
I want to move you.
Even 10 is kind of early. Like, ex-cons are better than me. I wake up at 12 and I feel no guilt. I'm ready to go. I get up with the birds, you know? Like I'm Snow White or something. Damn, they better than me. 5:30? What do you need to see at 5:30? I feel like if you wake up at 5:30 or 6, you are somebody who's been to prison.
Got all time.
Why do you need to be in the dark for 30 minutes? What is that gonna get you?
You down here though.
I'm cool with that.
Oh, right spot.
Yeah, put your
Wake
right
up at
here.
7?
So
I wake up at 6.
Didn't he say 7?
Not 6.
On that alone.
Yeah.
you say you just got out 2 years ago.
Yeah,
huh?
2 years ago.
How old are you?
32.
32. Yeah, you probably should be right here.
He really wants to get out of that spot.
What was your biggest pet peeve inside?
Snitches.
Any new prisoners running to staff and not understanding that maybe out here you go to law enforcement, but it's not the best move while in custody. And
Exactly.
Since I'm the only girlfriend drama, it was crazy.
I can see that.
I've seen some
I
stuff.
can see that.
I mean, we got to work out every day. It's mandatory, you know, so
Yeah,
some
man.
people like to slack off, and I didn't like that. Yeah, you need everybody to be on top shape, you know what I mean? Because at any second, anything could go down.
For me, I didn't do any drugs or anything like that, but being able to go to exercise and run, that was a great. That was better than any drug that I could take. That was.
We know you didn't do drugs.
Yeah, you know.
It was
We
a
can
hell of
see
a
that.
release. You know what the CRT is, right?
The tactical team?
Yeah, you already know.
Yeah, if they can get that.
Yeah, so like what was that for you guys is like especially your first time experiencing that, and when you know they're coming for your cell or your dorm particularly.
For me, it's like, man, I just don't want to go through just cleaning up everything again. You have food
Yeah,
spilled everywhere,
straight.
like the
That's the
waters,
worst.
the juices, whatever.
Straight.
You just gotta clean up. So I was
So
like,
if
man.
cleanup was your biggest concern,
Yeah.
I feel like you're in the right spot. I was contraband queen, so I'm gonna go to solitary for sure.
The guards are probably the biggest assholes, bigger than they are on the streets.
The sheriffs, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Most definitely.
I remember one time, I was on lockdown. I was in what they call the hole. So we were supposed to get a shower at least once a day. I remember they came, and we hadn't had showers for like 3-4 days. My cellie next door, they took him first. He was gone for about 3 hours. It don't take that long to take a shower. So when he finally came back, we asked him, man, why you was gone so long? He said, man, do not go take a shower. They left me in there for 3 hours, sitting on that
Naked.
cold ass bench, naked, and he's bamming on the door like, let me out, let me out. And they open the door, they say, if you knock on this door one more time, we're gonna come in there and fuck you up.
Yeah, man, they're on a
They did
power
that to me
trip.
too. I was standing in the
seriously,
shower
and
for
they
hours.
meant it, and he knew they meant it, you know. And the prison guards really mistreat you. They want to make sure to tear you down in front of the others.
How much solitary time has everyone served?
I went in the hole for 60 days straight.
The most at one time for me is 90.
I never went to the hole, unfortunately.
No, I was on my best behavior. I was trying to get out.
We
Her
should
should be in the
move.
middle.
I should
I
be
think
here.
she definitely should be at least here.
I think you should be next to me.
feel like you should.
Yeah,
be
I do
there.
too.
Yeah, you
I
seem like
believe
you
y'all
just
two
been
need to
thugging
switch.
since been thugging.
Yeah, I've been in and out a lot. The system has been good to me, you know?
The system has been good to me. Red flag.
Yeah, speaking of, does everyone feel like the prison system is adequate in reforming?
You look, is prison working? Statistics are so clear about how many people go in, go out, and then go right back in. So recidivism rates in this country are atrocious. You hit the other side and you're not ready, and then you have this whole problems of banking and housing and employment. It's easier in some cases to just go back. The reentry, the training must begin in prison to help people in custody prepare for the hardest part, which is coming home with a solid reputation and a felony record.
I think the programs that they offer helps a lot, but like I think we can all agree on this, that it's on the person, on the individual,
Yeah.
if they want to get something from that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people go in there and they just go through the motions and they'll complete the program. But as soon as they get out, it's right back to the whatever put them in there the first time. Being an African-American male and being raised in what they call the hood, South Central LA, you're bound to go down that bad road.
Anger helped me break the cycle of going back and using drugs and all the stuff that I did. I was mad. I was really pissed off that I was treated horribly and chained to a bed for 2 days after I gave birth to my first daughter. I used that as motivation to never go back and completely retire and be a mom. I was going to talk about it and share my story and let people know just how bad it is. I was in facilities that didn't want to give women tampons, and I was not believed about pain.
Not giving people tampons? I mean, women? What? I can't even wrap my head around this. Why? What is wrong with you? To whoever this applies to, what is wrong with you? Like, why would you even do that? Like, I get people are horrible, but if you're gonna keep them behind bars, you could at least do the minimal thing to make sure they're cared for. Like, the barest of minimums to keep them alive. And they can't even do that. I mean, obviously she's alive and she looks healthy. But that's crazy. I'm sorry, let's keep going. That's crazy.
It is a very dehumanizing thing, and some of it is very petty. They do it because they can.
Let me ask you guys this. This is a good question. Like, sometimes you can get just the little things in prison made you have, like, you had some sense of humanity. Just like being able to wear your own shoes. To me, that was a big plus from being in the county.
Yeah.
Where you were so restricted to not really being able to do none of that.
Yeah, I mean, one thing for me, like the visits, I really enjoy seeing my family. So in prison, you could hug them, you could see them, eat with them, whereas in county, it's like through the glass, and you're like, man, only 20 minutes, or even 15 for some places.
I think you should come back over here.
He's gonna start moving up. He's gonna start moving up.
I feel like you guys are worse than me. You know, the good thing about doing time is that your traffic tickets go away. You sign a form, and they all go. And
I think you need to come over here.
Hey, that's definitely
some LA stuff.
That's definitely some LA stuff.
You should come down
Maybe. I straight up.
and scooch down.
We're gonna switch. Are you okay with that? All right.
And I think for me, the opportunities were there to take the classes to better yourself. But as far as like the treatment goes, no, because like the officers, they're very indifferent. So they don't treat you like a human being. You can't really have a conversation with them or any staff. They look at you as less than. So I felt very dehumanized.
That's the whole point. The whole point of it.
Okay, y'all should switch.
Climbing up the ranks.
I feel like
I'm
you should
telling
be
you.
I
over
think you
here.
did more time than me.
You know, I really finessed the situation when I was in there. I know how to work a person, you know what I'm saying? My favorite subject is
That might be
psychology.
crazy.
See, everyone serves time differently. I didn't do any finessing. I was stunned at how many people didn't do their job.
It seemed like you shouldn't even been in prison.
Thank you.
It seemed like you got caught in a family scheme, and then they threw you under the
Little
bus.
pyramid.
Like
Thank you.
That's what it was. Your family caught you up because you just too polished. I can tell. I think my man should be right here because he been talking about some in and out.
I know he did more time.
And he don't work at he don't work
In and out in the prison?
You hear me? He wasn't talking about the burger place when he said in and out.
I would normally say American Greed guy should be like over here, like, Ponzi scheme. I don't know.
Yeah, 85%.
Feds, you're gonna do most
So
of
you
the
want him
time.
to
anyway.
switch?
Yeah, because I mean, the Ponzi schemes, they
It's a
do get a lot
minimum
of time.
85%.
Who said Ponzi scheme?
You look like a Ponzi scheme.
That's awful.
Judging you
I'm
by your
offended.
peers.
We were doing so well. Everyone is
I
just
feel like even in and out.
Everybody's just but it never
Everyone is
fails.
just presumed
It
you
never-
did that. I don't know why.
It never fails. Like, it never fails. I'm always. There's nothing else. Just like he said, think about it.
Is this the final verdict right here?
Fed time.
85%.
Fed time. You're gonna do 80% or more.
I don't think you're number one.
No, I don't think I am.
Hey, it's working out just how I planned. Now they gotta switch the Asian guy.
Yeah,
Okay,
They gotta put the Asian
yeah,
guy
I
more
like
up.
that.
Is that it? Okay.
I agree with that.
6th spot, we have Mario.
I told you.
I knew it.
Wow.
I knew it.
Told you.
Hey, months? Are you serious?
In the 5th spot, we have.
Wait, I think I had him last,
at 1
actually.
year. In the 4th spot, we have.
Oh,
T.
so he's not first.
In the fans.
For real. Nah, seriously. He's like, what? You only did 1 year? Hey, take him back. How you only did 1 year in federal prison? I did almost more than you in state. What's going on? 1 year? Hey, I think we need to call and get that fixed because, like, bro, be happy for him that he got out early. Nah, that's crazy.
Real, congratulations.
Thank you.
In the 3rd spot, we have Tyrone at 3 years.
Okay. Oh, don't tell me you the badass.
I'm not though.
In the 2nd spot, we have Jessica at 5 years.
Years, wow.
Really?
Unless they're gonna talk about what they went in for.
He was messing with us the whole
Nail
time.
salon scheme.
In the first spot, Justin C. at 14 years.
Damn, my boy.
Wow.
Whoa.
I just didn't get that vibe from him.
I feel like I don't carry myself in a way where I'm like tough guy.
You don't even look that old.
Thank you.
Dang.
All right, so I was on probation for sales, and then I got caught with weed again. You see, back in the days, weed was you'll get it from somebody's house, you know, or a corner. But now you got shops everywhere, so I got locked up for marijuana, like plain and simple.
I was a drug dealer. I was transporting narcotics across state lines. Luck and behold, I was a part of a sting operation. Didn't
got
know
that
it.
all three Greedo.
They was surveilling me for like a couple, like 3 days. I pled guilty to 18 months because it was my first charge. I was in a racist state, and my judge clearly looked at me and told me, I'm going to make an example out of you, so I'm going to send you to prison.
So I pled guilty to a white-collar crime, 1 count of conspiracy to commit fraud. I was a money manager. in Central
Wait,
City,
sorry.
Bear Stearns, and then
Sorry, I
UBS.
did not mean to celebrate
And
that.
many years into my
I did
career,
not mean to celebrate
our team
that.
learned that a client
I was
of
right.
ours
What'd I
who
say?
managed a
What'd I
hedge
say?
fund was lying to his investors. Once we learned that he was lying, rather than stop the fraud, we turned the other way, in part because he was paying our company $100,000 a month, every single month, and all of us had grown somewhat addicted to the commissions. Of course, I always knew that it was wrong, and I was certainly deserved to be held accountable.
My conviction was robbery and possession of stolen property because I was in gangs. I was a Crip, originally sentenced to 7. I had a good PD, public defender, that was like, you would think that she was a paid attorney, the way she fought for me, and
Kim?
ended up doing
Is that
3
you?
and a half.
My convictions are possession with intent, delivery of meth, and simultaneous possession of drugs and a firearm. And I was sentenced to 5 years in Arkansas, but I also served some other time because I was a drug addict, so I have criminal sales of a controlled substance and assault as well.
So I went in for first-degree murder, attempted murder, gang-related drive-by shooting. Something that I'm very remorseful for. Because I was born in Korea, I'm still dealing with the collateral consequences of it, that I am facing deportation, that I could literally be deported any day. So right now I am pardoning or campaigning for my pardon with the governor of California. I do believe that I was rightly sentenced to 82 years to life. My sentence was commuted by Governor Brown to 15 years to life based on my good behavior. I went in young, I turned away from the gangs, got my GED, my college degrees. So I'm just trying to create a different narrative, and that's the reason why I came on here, because people do change. People are not the horrible choice they made as a teenager.
I'm so
How old were you when you were sentenced?
I was 16.
Good story.
You see, like, this goes to show a lot. Like, if I see any one of you guys on the street, maybe I'll think I'm the bad one. But
I would think, I would think it was you.
you know
Why
what
did
I'm
they
saying?
agree?
But I see how you carry yourself. You got your
Why did they
I would
agree? Homie was like,
Yeah, if I saw you guys on the street, I think I'd be the one that was a terrible person, like, I think it would be me.
they're like, yeah, I would too. Look at you, little Rob. At least make him feel better a little bit before you attack him like this. I don't know how to feel about murderers who have tried to change and better their life. Because obviously one decision doesn't define you, but there are some defining moments in someone's life. And I know he was really young, this guy specifically. So it was probably something, and like I said, it was collateral consequences. So he was probably just born into it or like brought into it by, and he also said it was gang related. So he was probably brought into it by someone else. That's tough to have to deal with forever. That's a life thing. And lucky for him, he got out. But I understand now why this video got so many views, and I'm glad that they didn't really glorify anything like that. Every person kind of said, "Oh, I regret what I did. I was rightfully sentenced," which you don't hear somebody admit. I know it's different when the camera's on, but still, that's not an easy thing to admit, especially after going through it. This is a heavy one. But yeah, if you guys want any more content, if you guys have any recommendations for videos that I should react to, let me know in the comments below. I will see y'all next time. Peace out.